I had to make a quick video on this basketball player kid impregnating this older whore woman from television. And a lot of people have been, my wife brought this to my attention. I didn't really know about it. People have been talking about it online. Really, really disgusting. And I wanted to kind of talk about it because when she initially asked me, she was like, they're calling it predatory. What do you think? I didn't know the answer immediately because, there are men that do it. Men who are in their 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s who will, what we call, go after younger women. But there's a big difference there. So when it comes to the men, I don't call it predatory. I do call the men pathetic animals, irresponsible, cocksucking losers, and there is a negative connotation when it comes to that. But the terminology is different. The same thing applies to the older women that do it with the younger men, but with the older women and the younger men in that scenario, it is predatory. Because if you look at the older men and the younger women, I don't call it predatory because the man isn't really preying on the woman. The man is really offering the woman a contract. It's like a long-term prostitution agreement, really. The old man is really telling the woman, because that's how us men operate, and that's what the women understand. A 50-year-old man going to a 20-year-old girl, the girl understands that this 50-year-old man wants a young woman to fuck, and she understands that he has the money to support me financially. So the young woman is in a position to make a decision on whether she wants to whore herself out to this pathetic John. So it's not predatory. It is a negative, and there are other terms to describe the pathetic man and the whore woman in that scenario. But that is the big difference. A 70-year-old man going up to a 25-year-old girl, the 25-year-old girl knows the scenario. So I don't call it predatory because, it's not like the girl is this unsuspecting prey. She knows this old man is old. He shouldn't be with me. He belongs with someone older than him. I mean, I'm sorry, older than me, much older than me. Shouldn't be talking to me. But she understands that this man is here because he wants this, that, and the third. She already knows what he wants, and if she decides to engage, then she's not prey. That she's it's just making the decision to engage. Well, I'll suck this old man's cock for cash because I want money. So I will lay up with this guy and let him impregnate me, because if I let him impregnate me, then that means I'm attached to his wealth. She's making the conscious decision to sleep with this older person. With the older woman and the younger man, that's different because no young man who is handsome in his prime and can have most women that is around him, no young man is going to settle down with an older woman who is telling him or who is making it known that I want you to support me financially. I want your money, and that's the only reason I'm sleeping with you. They don't know that. The men, these stupid loser young men who go into these relationships with these older women for some unknown fucking reason. It's really pathetic, man. Who go into these relationships with these old women who are poorer than them. The men are going into it because the women are deceiving the men and making them think they love them. It's two completely different things. The older women are preying on the younger men. And again, this isn't older women with money who are going after the young whore men who are trying to get money from the women. These are older women who have less money than the younger man. So in that scenario, yes, the older woman is preying on the younger man because she is tricking him. She is saying, "Hey, I know you are half my age. You're almost the age of my children. You and I really don't have nothing in common. So I'm gonna have to pretend to be on your level. I'm gonna have to dumb myself down and reverse my level of maturity just to spend time with you and interact with you. and hang out with you and pretend I like the things that you like and pretend that I'm impressed by the things that you do and say. Because a 40 something year old woman ain't going to be impressed by the things that a 20-year-old boy or man does or says. So those women have to pretend that, oh, I'm interested in you, I'm impressed by you, you do for me what a man of my age range or older would do for me mentally. They have to pretend and lie to the guy and say, "Oh yeah, yeah, this is true love. I love you. So let's get married. Impregnate me and let's get married." That's praying, because the young guys going in, they're unsuspecting. They have no idea. They just think, "Oh, there's this older woman who I find attractive, physically attractive, and we get along well. She likes me. She likes my jokes. She likes my conversation. We have fun together, and she says she loves me and she treats me with love and care." When in reality, all of us know that that's not the case. 90% of the time, when you go into scenarios like that, that's not the case. These women are with these guys because they want their money, and they have to lie to them in order to get the guy to give in and impregnate them, so that the woman now has a tie to his money, or marry her so that she has some sort of tie to his money. That's predatory. The older men going after the younger women, it's not predatory again, because the younger women know what's happening before it happens. They know. In the reverse scenario, the younger men don't. They don't know that the woman is just there just because he has money. He's thinking, and let's talk about this particular scenario. So this guy's a basketball player. This lady's been on television. So in his mind, he's young. He probably thinks, oh well, she's not one of these whores who are just trying to fuck me because I have money. She's on my level because she's famous too and she has money. So he's probably thinking that, oh well, she really does care about me, because she couldn't be after me just for the money. She has money too. So he's going into this thinking that this woman has genuine feelings for him, and it could be the case. You never know. There are scenarios where older women have met younger men, and it works. It's happened. It's not like it's unnatural. It was never. I'm sorry. It's not like it's never happened before. It's unheard of. It's happened before. But in these types of scenarios, it's rare. If this lady had the amount of money that she had, and she met a guy that was around like 22 years old, the same age as this guy, and he had no money, right? He just graduated from college with a degree in janitorial maintenance management. I guarantee you, this lady, 9.9 times out of 10, a woman in her position wouldn't go after a guy like that, because he got nothing to offer except maybe intercourse, and she's a woman who's still attractive. She can get intercourse from any man. So why would she have to worry about that? So that's why it's predatory. One last thing that I'll say is, these women, these basketball wife women, most of them are cum guzzling imbecilic whores anyway. A lot of these women on that you see on these reality shows are mentally deranged, insanely immature and pathetic themselves. So maybe she might be on the level of a 22-year-old, because it's a reality star. Most of these women are so vapid and empty inside and in their brains that maybe she is on his level. Maybe she does find some commonality in this guy, because again, she's not that bright, and she's just an empty vessel, an empty soul, and there's not much to her. So I'll try to give the benefit of the doubt and say, well, maybe that's why, but I don't think so.